What's up to all my hooligans, ruffians, and eating after 12 gremlins?
Revolution will not be televised, and be no rerun, brothers and sisters. The revolution will be live. Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
What is up, all you stone cold, super fly, illmatic, fish keeping fucking dellers? How are you doing? You watching Aquatics with me, Aqua. We talk about beta breeding, specifically beta breeding for the first time. If you've ever thought about doing it, watch me as I give it a shot. As I try to win the gold in this beta breeding competition with those other two losers in the back, Riley from FishKeeping Jamaica and Rob93 Aquatics. I had some developments going on. I didn't expect it to happen, but it's very interesting to see this go on. So I'm sitting and I'm feeding my daughter, and at the same time I'm talking to my homegirl, OnefishTwofishROC, and I happen to look up at my aquarium where I got my beta breeding setup. If you haven't followed this ongoing saga, you can watch the previous videos. I'm gonna put the first one right there. Actually, I'm gonna make a special playlist just for the beta breeding competition. I'm gonna put that up there, and I'm gonna put the links to the other two dudes. We ain't gonna mention their names no more because they're kind of irrelevant at this moment. I'm only kidding. I love them dudes. That's why I joke with them. So anyway, I look up, and lo and behold, check this out. So in this clip, you're gonna see where I placed them together. I was really nervous putting them together. It's the first time I ever did this before. And I was happy to see that the female was chilling, inspecting everything, and that the male was not being aggressive to her. She's just laying back, watching things go down. Alright, so in the previous video, I talked about how I was going to get them conditioned and everything. Look, full disclosure, I did not expect this to happen this quickly. I really expected to have to spend some time conditioning them. And that brings me to a very good point. Point number one, the very first thing, in my opinion, so far that I've learned when it comes to beta breeding, get yourself some good stock from a reputable place, reputable breeder. I happen to be lucky, and I got my fish from LFS, who gets their fish from a private breeder. And to be honest with you, there wasn't much conditioning involved because I believe the female was pretty chunky, and I just assumed that was because she was eating well, but nah, she was already full of eggs. So, is it cheating? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna chalk it up to picking out good fish. But when I did notice that she was plump and ready, he was doing his bubble nest, which happened way sooner than I expected. Basically, what I did was I took a bottle like this, right, and I poked a lot of holes in it. And I put that into his territory, and then I put her in there for 24 hours. So that they could have a acquaintance, it's like a speed dating session. Then I took her out, and then you see what just happened. As time goes on, the female definitely gets a lot more ballsy. Check this one out. Alright, so in this clip, if you look closely on the left side, you're gonna see the female just pop up out of nowhere. At this point, I was like, what? Oh, it's about to go down. But, as I keep looking at, they almost look like they're playing. It was kind of cool to watch because, like I said, never seen betas do this before. I'm sure some of the other beta breeders out there see this all the time, but for me, this was definitely one of the coolest times I've ever had keeping fish, is watching this right here. Fish that don't normally act this way are acting this way, and I don't know. It just brought a nice smile on my face. So this is the first time in my life I've ever seen betas that close together without fighting, or without some kind of plastic partition from the cups at the stores. And it's interesting to watch because during this process, the female is definitely the one in charge, in my opinion. She's the one watching, making sure everything is kosher. She's the one who's running up to the male and checking out the nest and everything. She's the one that's standing her ground while the male, reacts intimidatingly to her, so it's cool to watch. It's cool to watch this female, kind of take the reins. So let's see where it goes from here. So yeah, it's a little bit more the same. The female just standing back, watching the male do his work, in judgment, almost to say like, you missed a spot. All right, quick disclaimer. Kids, cover your eyes or go out the room. Gentlemen, ladies, do not try this at home. Aquatics will not be held responsible for any deaths due to drowning. All right, firstly, you're gonna have to excuse the shaking of the camera. I was excited about everything after I saw this. Look at this. Love hug. I've seen a lot of fish spawn before this, but this is probably the most sensual of all the spawning behavior that I've ever seen. Not only was it sensual, but it was also dangerous. Look, they just died. He killed her. She's just laying there, lifeless, while he kind of like, I want a sandwich. And then, in a little while, you're gonna see a little bit of life. Come on, girl, get up. Get up! And there she goes. She's good, she's fine. No worries. Alright, so at this point, I was bump on girl. I was like, oh no, what just happened, yo? Like, at first I thought they were both dead, and then I thought she was dead, and then, man, so this went on. This was amazing to me. Like, I'd never seen this before. Even in some of the videos that I've watched, I'd never seen that. You know, maybe I watched the wrong videos, I don't know. But I'd never seen that before. I was like, oh snap, that's cool. And weird. Am I dirty for that? Anyway, this went on a couple more times, and this guy's rude, he's dirty. Look what happens after this. So after he gets done, he's just like, get out. Get out, I don't need you here no more. This is my house now. I'm done with you, lady. I don't know you. So I guess that's the way bettas do, because a mating pair is a mating pair. They do this time and time again if you set up the right circumstances. But in my experience, in the human world, you pull that, it's one and done, kid. No more fun for you. It's over. Never call that girl again, because you might get cursed out. But it gets even a little bit worse, you know, from here. All right, so if you look at the top right hand corner, you see her, and he's obviously agitated that she's there, but she's far enough away that she's not a threat, and he's more preoccupied with protecting his nest to really bother with her too much. And she's probably wondering, like, what did I do wrong? Yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. So listen, I'm on cloud 9 at this point. You know what I mean? I'm like, halfway there. This competition is as good as one, right? No, I would be wrong, because I didn't want to disturb them, and I didn't want to stare too much. You know, and setting up the camera was kind of difficult. But after a little while, after they was done, I went to check on the bubble nest to see if I could see anything. Because to be honest with you, all the videos on YouTube that I've seen on bubble breeding, they've all been like, look, there's the eggs in the bubble. I've never could see anything. So I went to go look, and I still couldn't see anything. And then I happened to look down at the bottom of the tank, and this is what I saw. Okay, so I believe that those little white dots are eggs that he missed. So where did I go from here? Well, there's a couple of things, and here's my rundown of what I think happened and what I'm going to do from here on. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the water level even more. I believe that the water level had something to do with it. I believe that the amount of plants had something to do with the male betta not being able to find the eggs and put them in the bubble nest. I mean, I don't even know at this point. Those might be bad eggs that he purposely left out. I don't know. At this point, I've removed the female betta because he was acting a little bit too aggressive to her. Excuse me. And he's still guarding the nest. In fact, he's building more of the nest. So I'm confused at this point. I still can't see nothing, to be honest with you. But where it's at, he moved the nest further back into the tank, so it's harder for me to see. But I'm gonna give it a couple days, which I kind of have to anyway, because today is Wednesday. I moved to my new place on Friday. To be honest with you, I wasn't expecting any of this to happen until I get to the new spot. So even if they did lay eggs, it would be a little bit inconvenient for me, timing wise. So, but luckily, once a male, and another thing I think also that happened is He's inexperienced also. I believe he's very inexperienced, which is, you know, kind of the case in most situations. The guy don't know what he's doing, and she does. So what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, is I still have that red dragon, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't feel comfortable with the way he was beating up the red dragon. Some people were saying, oh, that's normal. I just wasn't comfortable with the amount of abuse she was taking with her scales and everything, you know, being, you know, tore up. So I noticed there was a complete difference as to how he treated this one. So I'm gonna stick with this this female black dragon beta. I'm gonna recondition her, okay? Feed her heavily, give her that good water changes on a regular basis, get her all nice and plump and full of eggs. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start the process over again with I have two types of floating plants in there. One, I don't know what they are, you know, but the ones with the long drapey root system, I'm not gonna use those. I'm not, being as he built the eggs in the other one, which I think is a type of hydrophilia. The root system is not as deep. So I'm gonna keep that in there. I'm gonna remove the, I believe it's water lettuce, whatever. I'm gonna remove that, and frog bit, something, I don't know, it's something like that. In the comments, let me know. And I'm gonna go ahead and try again. But from now until the move, I'm gonna leave the nest as it is, because I might be wrong. He might have the eggs in there, I just cannot see them. You know, because how far back and how much stuff is in the way. I've seen the professionals do it on YouTube, and they put them in these containers and they keep them in the dark and they cover them and all that. And you know what? I probably would have had more success doing that this time. You know, I probably would have had a definite, you know, success thing going on. But I'm really happy that I did it the way I did do it, because now I could see what to expect. So even if I did in the future do this again and I cover them up, I at least know what's going on and when and how. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy that I did it the way I did. But if I was doing this for a business where I had multiple, yeah, I'd probably cover them up and all that stuff. And you know, I'm sure them being in a tank and, you know, seeing people walk by doesn't help. But that's how I'm gonna do. I am gonna tape off the tank though when this happens. I've seen what happens. I know if it turns out that they haven't, you know, been successful, the next time around I am gonna tape off the tank with some paper, so that they can have the privacy that they want, and I'd be able to, you know, lift it up and you know, document it. So anyway, that's what I have so far. Some people might say it's a failure. I consider it a success, because I've learned a whole heck of a lot. So that's my time, everybody, and like always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and take care of your fish.
All the chicas are going to desire me for this magnificent bubble nest that I've made.
Hey, how you doing, Poppy? I've been watching you. I like what you got going on here.
Yes, my bubble nest, it is fabulous. Come closer.
Just wait 1 minute. Your bubble nest is nice, but I don't know you like that, man.
But mommy, come closer. My bubble nest, it represents my machismo.
That's close enough, Mr. Octopus. I'm not that type of girl.
Come closer. Let me tell something to you.
Ay, qué rico. It's like I'm falling into a trance.
Yes, mommy. You cannot resist me. Oh no. Oh my goodness, what did I do? Too much macho. I had to hold back on the macho and I didn't hold back on the machismo. Oh my goodness, what did I do? I got to call somebody. I'm going to call my friend Manolo. He could help me with this. Manolo!
Ay, what happened? What did you do? You a predator.